Is Web 3 dead? Depends if you're listening to Jack Dorsey. My name is Brian. This is Rolling in Crypto. Let's get into it. I really hope that you like this video. Please subscribe. I hope that you appreciate that we're coming to you every day with the latest and best in crypto knowledge. And then let's talk about what happened about Web 3.0. If you haven't heard already, there was Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, posted about Web 3.0, and it got quite the reaction. Instead of just paraphrasing, here's exactly what he said. You don't own Web 3. The VCs and their LPs do. It will never escape their incentives. It's ultimately a centralized entity with a different label. Know what you're getting into. One thing that's pretty interesting is it got quite the reaction. You can see it's already got 6,682 retweets, 2,837 quotes, and over 47,000 likes. So there's definitely been a lot of discussion about this as it relates to Web 3.0. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. For many of you might be wondering what technically is Web 3.0. So I thought, here, let's get the definition out there. Let's all get on the same page for what we're talking about. Web 3.0's definition can be explained as follows. Data will be interconnected in a decentralized way, which would be a huge leap forward to our current generation of Internet Web 2.0, where data is mostly stored in centralized repositories. Furthermore, users and machines will be able to interact with data. But for this to happen, programs need to understand information will both be conceptually and contextually. With this in mind, the two cornerstones of Web 3.0 are semantic web and artificial intelligence. I thought this was a pretty easy way of kind of understanding, the different, when you hear Web 1.0, Web 2.0, is that Web 0.0 was the static web, Web 2.0 was your social web, and then Web 3.0, which is obviously what is in development, is the next stage and the next web evolution. For me, a big part of what Web 3.0 is just going to be all around your data. Right now, companies have been making huge amount of profits, like from whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Google, off your personal data. And I think the key to Web 3.0 is you taking back control of your data and you making money off your own data. One of the things that first became pretty interesting to me about all the reactions and my own personal reaction to what Jack Dorsey had to say is that didn't he make all his money from venture capitalists investing in Twitter? So I know some people commented, this was one of the replies to Jack Dorsey's comment that just shows all the different owners of Twitter, all the different VCs that own money in Twitter. And part of him being leaving as the CEO of Twitter, I wonder how much of some vitriol towards venture capitalists have to do with that whole process. I don't know any details. It's just speculation. It's just interesting that venture capitalists helped make who he is, and now he's going after them as well. One of the more interesting comments, I thought this was kind of interesting, and as it relates to Web 3.0, this whole Web 3.0 only benefits VCs narrative is nonsense. Sir, some projects sell tokens to VCs earlier than to the public, but the majority sell to the public at T=0. More importantly, in all cases, these token projects are more accessible than the traditional equity markets. So this is kind of the other big thing that I think about quite a bit is just how cryptocurrency might be the first thing that people could buy. And we'll just kind of take Bitcoin for this example, where they have the exact same value from a person in the United States to a person in Africa, to a person in Asia, to a person in South America, wherever they are in the world, they both have the exact same value to Bitcoin. And that just doesn't exist in any other type of equity, any type of investment, period. Eric's other comment I thought was pretty good too. Web 3 is no more a guarantee of decentralization than Web 2 was a guarantee of user participation. We'll see a power law distribution of Web 3 projects ranging from very centralized to very decentralized. Access and debate the nuances of specific projects, not the category. I mean, this is kind of the whole thing I think we're going to, as we go forward, whether it's so many of these projects already have very centralized, or some are very decentralized. And in the end, we'll see who wins. But I still think Web 3.0 is here to stay, as I think cryptocurrency is here to stay. I thought this reply was pretty good to Jack's tweet, just looking at how much did insiders, how much did VCs, and then how much did the public get in certain different cryptocurrencies or even layer one solutions. As you can see, Cardano and Ergo were two of the highest where the public got them. This is one of the things that there's been rumors out there that one of the reasons why Cardano's price has been so low lately, that it's being suppressed because insiders weren't able to get a big bulk of it, as you can see, like with 48% in Solana. So they're trying to get as many tokens as they can, because as many people believe, Cardano's ecosystem and their blockchain could well be a big player going forward. To me, Web 3.0 just all comes back to, do we get the benefit of the network effect? You can see here, this is on Avalanche, is at an all-time high for active wallets and transactions per day. The service almost 70% of the amount of transactions on Ethereum. And to me, one of the things when you look back the early web, you know, if you owned obviously Google stock early or Facebook stock early, you got some benefit of the network effect when people just in millions used Facebook and Google. But most people got no benefit from that, even though they were using those two services just every day. I think Web 3.0 and cryptocurrency just gives us that ability with the network effect to be a part of the ride. So, you know, Web 3.0, the winners and losers is probably going to come on one of the smart contracts out there right now, whether it's Avalanche, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana. I don't know who the winner is. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't see the future. I just think it's going to be one of them, maybe multiple ones. But this is the future we're looking at. I really hope you like this latest installment of Rolling in Crypto. Please subscribe. Please like this video, and we'll see you tomorrow.